It gives one hope about the disclosure and this movement in which we might get in the mainstream media the fact that we're not alone sometime in the future. These congressional hearings in which experiencers are going to testify before Congress, experiencers being people that were witness to UFOs and actually were physically affected by their proximity to these UFOs. Now, these experiencers are important, but it pains me to think that important whistleblowers like Carl Wolf are no longer around to also take part in these congressional hearings. Carl Wolf passed away in 2018. Just like John Mack was hit by a car, and this tragically ended his life. In 2018, Carl Wolf was also hit by a car when he was on his bike. And this is a very unfortunate loss. His family mourns his loss, as does the UFO research community.
Let's say we know all of these implications, and let's say it's 1960 and we know some of these things, right? Well, you think of the world back then. The world of 1960, no way would that world be ready for some of the intellectual realities of what we think we know now. Because actually our knowledge of this subject has gone way deeper in our era than it ever was in the past. In the past, you know, they're thinking like the day the Earth stood still. You know, men, maybe some women in spacesuits from another world in their metal spaceships have just arrived, and, you know, that whole thing. And that's how people were talking back in the 50s. That's what they thought. Or at least some of them were thinking along these lines. And that's clearly not, like, we're well past that. Whatever the reality of this is, this phenomenon signifies a reality that is mind-bending, that we're gonna have to make some adjustments. So let's say back in 1960, we've got some inkling of this. And we have to ask ourselves, what the hell do we do with this information? And how could we ever get the public up to speed on this? And if we were to really think seriously about that, we would realize this will take generations. This cannot happen right away. There's no way. No way.